Hello, I'm Chuck Buck, Chairman of Buck Knives. We have some new products that we'd like to share with you. We have actually the best sharpening instruments that I've ever seen in my life, and I've used a lot of different steels. These are made in America. They're steels that have the grains, the diamonds laid in them so close together. Most of the steels on the market have space in between each piece of diamond, just microscopic. But this is a very effective steel, and it will sharpen very rapidly because it moves material very rapidly. It's a great steel that is actually, like I said, it's absolutely the best I've ever used. This is actually one of our larger steels, and it's about 10 inches long, and it's got three sides. It's got the coarse, and then of course the next level, the mid grain, and then the real fine, where the diamonds are packed just really tight and very small, so that puts that final shaving edge onto the knife that you're sharpening. So I have a Buck Chef's knife here just to show you, give you a little demo on how I sharpen knives, and how to make it safe, and how to really edge both sides as you go. We lay the blade on the steel up near the top to sharpen this side of the steel, or the blade. We run it right down the steel. Don't put a lot of pressure on it, just a little bit does it. And the angle you want is just about, I don't know what that would be, maybe 10 degrees. Just run it down. You'll see what cuts. Going the other side of the steel, or the blade, you have to go up, of course, to grind it. You're always working a steel with the blade, the edge going against the grain. It's like slicing off a piece of the sharpener instrument. So you're always going into the edge. Don't go away from the edge, but always into an edge, so it doesn't leave a wire edge. When you work it pretty good, then you can very carefully put your finger on the edge and just kind of pull it away from it. Don't go up and down the edge, obviously, or you'll need some band-aids. But this way you just check, and if it wants to catch on your finger, then you know you've got it there. If it's not sharp in any of the areas, then you know that you can almost see it on the edge where it's a little bit shiny. But this way you know you've got it, and then you just turn the instrument to the next level of sharpening, which is a little bit finer, where the grains are smaller and they're closer together. So you do the very same thing, just pull it on down, and what that's doing is changing the microscopic teeth on the very edge. If you put it on a microscope, you'd see the edge would be pretty rough. And then you just come back the other way, and what it's doing is just making it smaller and smaller little things sticking up out of the edge. And then you could test that, and you can feel it's getting actually finer and finer. The edge is getting sharper. Then the final edge on this is almost smooth, and it's you just bring it down exactly the same way. You want to be careful when you bring it down near your hand. It does have a guard on our steel, but I wouldn't let it go down too far, and then do 2 or 3 that way, and then again this way. And that should be all you need, unless it's very dull. You just repeat the program. You know, doing it a couple more times. You can start again with the coarse, and then go back, and then to the fine. But this knife is very sharp now, so it should do really great on a roast.